Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Volvo Christian, and welcome to beautiful and calm Hamar. And also, welcome to the EX30. So this is a Presscar that I'm lending from Volvo Car Norway. I picked it up last Thursday. Today it's Tuesday. So I had it for a couple of days. I already made one video from the pickup experience and some first thoughts. I'm gonna make a bunch of videos and I will collect them all in a playlist on my YouTube channel with all the EX30 content. I already have a couple of videos already there from the launch event, and I will be making a bunch with this one. So check that playlist out if you are interested in more in EX30 content. But in this video, my plan was to make a little, I'm guessing it's the proximity sensor that takes off. Just gonna put the, let's see if it reacts. Open sesame. Put the key tag inside the car. But as I said, my plan is to make a little exterior presentation, talk about this exact Presscar, what spec this car has, and also talk in general about the different options you can go for with the EX30, and also end with the pricing module to see the different price points for each individual version of the EX30. So I hope you will enjoy this video. We're going to start with the three different options you can spec the EX30 in. And we're going to start with the standard version. Standard range, single motor. That gives you a battery in the floor, 51.7 kilowatt hours. And the usable capacity is about 49 kilowatt hours. That is an LFP battery. And with the LFP battery, you can set a charging limit, and there's also no heat pump available for that LFP battery. That is paired up with the electric rear motor on 272 horsepower and 343 Newton meters of torque, powering the rear axle. There's going to be a lot of numbers and figures in this sequence here, so I hope you will I hope I will manage to get you through this. It's going to be a lot of numbers, but I will try to write them under as well. But as I said, standard motor, 51.7, motor 272, torque 343. And this battery has an estimated range of 340 kilometers under the WLTP figures. And the charging capacity are 134 kilowatts. So that is the numbers we got on the standard motor. And then if we bump it up to the single motor extended range, as this car actually is, we're bumping the battery up from 51.7 and up to 69 kilowatt hours with a usable capacity of 65 kilowatt hours. And that battery, that's not the LFP, that's actually an NMC battery. And with the NMC battery, it's possible to set a charging limit, and you also have heat pump available in the upper trim levels as Plus and Ultra. So NMC battery, 69 kilowatt hours. We actually have the same electric motor, 272 horsepower, 343 Newton meters for the extended version. Bigger battery, a longer chemistry, so the range bumps up from 340 and up to 476 or 470-ish. So pretty big bump, and the charging bumps up from 134 to 153. This is peak power under ideal conditions, remember that. And as I said, this exact Presscar, that's the single motor extended range. So we got pretty massive range with this one, at least under the WLTP figures. And then you have another option, you have the twin version. Same battery, 69 kilowatt hours, same electric motor, 272, 343 Newton, but that is now accompanied with a front motor. And that is on 156 horsepower. That should make the numbers match on 428 horsepower. This motor provides 200 Newton meters of torque. So system power, 543 Newton meters. The range from 470 for the extended range drops down to 450 for the twin version. And I don't know, I find that kind of weird because on the twin version you have a mode called performance all-wheel drive, and if you don't activate it you actually have rear-wheel drive. So I think they should be the same, but additional weight maybe with that motor drops the WLTP range down to 450. Same charging, 153. So that was the different options in battery. You see there's two different batteries, LFP and NMC, and we have three different versions. Single motor extended range, and the twin version. So that is the three options we have for the EX30. I hope I managed to get you through all the numbers for the EX30. It's a bunch of numbers in my head spinning around, but that was the general numbers. And now for this exact Presscar. So this is a single motor extended range, and as you see, it's finished off in the beautiful and standard vapor gray metallic. And I will now open up the spec list for this exact car. Let's see if I can find it on my phone here. I put it in a folder, I think so. I think I did it. Here we have it. Flip the phone. So this is the Norwegian prices. So this probably won't be similar in your country, but either way, here in Norway, car price 417,000, and that is for the single motor extended range in the Ultra spec. So 417. We have two options here, and then we have some accessories. And if I go to the next screenshot, the two options this car has are upgraded from 19 to 20-inch alloys. That is a price of 7,900. We also have tinted windows on the side and also in the rear. That is a price of 3,000 kroner. So total 10,900. And then we have winter wheels, also 20-inch. So probably two different sets. And this one, winter wheels, Michelin X-Ice 245/40, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, 245/40/20s. And this is 29,600 kroner. So yeah, fairly expensive without studs. Personally, I would go for studs either way. And then we have a tow bar. Let's see if I can open up this. We have a tow bar. Let's see the button. And if you go for the extended range, you can tow up to 1,400 kilos. The single motor, the single standard version, can tow 1,000 kilos. Extended range 1,400, and the twin version 1,600. I should probably put those numbers in the previous one, but yeah, I forgot. And that is 12,800 for the tow bar. And that puts the price of this exact Presscar at 470,000 kroner. If I'm not completely mistaken, 470,300. That is the price for this exact version. Yeah, single motor extended range. I would probably go for studded tires because yeah, rear wheel drive, snowy conditions, winter, and my driving style, I would love to have studs. But personally, I would go for the twin either way. So, but I think we're gonna jump over now to the different pricing modules, and we will do that inside in the heat. So here on the inside in the heat, pretty nice. It's actually just -1 degrees Celsius, but it feels pretty cold. At least I have proper shoes and jacket and gloves, so it's not as cold as the last time I was at this location here in Hamar. But we're now going to talk about the pricing module. And as I said, this exact version, single motor extended range, Ultra spec, 20-inch alloys and also 20-inch winter setup, 470. And it's actually at that price I think most Norwegian customers will be at a minimum. But I'm not going to present the Norwegian prices. from the starting point. And the starting point are actually pretty low to attract customers, and maybe also someone here will go for the entry model, even if I have some doubts that they will do that. But anyway, the price here in Norway, it starts at 321,000. 321, and I had my trusted notebook in case I forget or misquote a price, but 321. That is for the single motor in the core version. And then you can bump it up to the plus version for 351, so like $30,000 price increase. Pretty attractive price, but I don't know, for me that standard version on 51.7 kilowatt hours battery, that wouldn't be sufficient for my use. And also during winter time, the WLTP figures would drop significantly and it wouldn't be enough. So for me, the standard version, that's not something I would recommend for here in Norway, at least. Maybe if you just use it as a city car, like a car number 2, just poking around the city car, maybe for rental companies, I don't know, but at least 321, 351. And then we're bumping up to single motor extended range as this car, and that starts on 366. Extended range, better charging, better battery. You can also get a heat pump. Our heat pump are only on a bigger batteries. Yeah, so that I think are a good point, a good starting point. 366. And when I spec'd my V40 back in the days, like 2012, that was around 320 something for the D2 diesel, 114 horsepower. I had a momentum trim, but I spec'd it out pretty good, so the price ended on just over 400,000 for my V40. So a starting price on 366, that's not too bad. That is the core version. And then if we bump it up to plus version, then I can put a little box under here what you get in the plus version here in Norway. Price difference 30,000. So 396 for the plus version, and additional 30,000 extra, bumping up to 426. And that is the extended range. That is a pretty good point, I think. 396 for the plus, and then a couple of options. You can be at the low 400. That's pretty good. And then we come to the big dog. If you want the full power enchilada, twin version. Starting point here in Norway, 421. And that is also in the plus version, because you can't get a twin in the core. So 466. No, forget 466. 421 for the twin. Twin in the plus. And if you compare that to the single motor extended range on 396, it's just 25,000 for the all-wheel drive and the extra motor. 25. But then again, if you're shopping on a budget, every 25 and 10, it all piles up. But I think that is attractive price point, 421 for the plus package. And then we have the Ultra Pack at 451. And 451, also pretty good spec for the Ultra Spec. And then if you want the small additional, like the tow bar, maybe you want a different paint option, and you want the mist interior. At least when I spec'd mine, it ended on 521. 521. And for me, I don't know if it's worth 521. I can accept the starting price on like 421 for the twin and 451 for the Ultra. But if you gotta have some extra goodies, you gotta have winter wheels, you gotta have the tinted windows, at least I have, and the tow bar. I don't know. The price value, I'm not sure if it's worth it, because for 521, what can you get for 521? Well, you can get a Seeker X for the just shy of 500, like 490. I spec'd one out. I'm sorry, not 490. I'm not sure if I remember the pricing. I should have probably wrote it down, but I think I have it on my phone. Because yesterday I configured a CQX in Sweden. We don't have it in Norway yet. Yes, we are back. I had to configure both of these cars in Sweden because we don't have the CQX in Norway yet. At least not the pricing. CQ will come to Norway during 2024, but it's uncertain on when. Probably after the summer. But so this is just the Swedish prices. If you go for the twin motor EX30 Ultra Spec in Sweden, without any options, without tow bar, anything, just the Ultra Spec twin motor, that is 597. CQX 579 for the privileged all-wheel drive. So the CQ actually 20,000 kronor less, at least in Sweden. And then you can ask, are the EX30 worth the cost or not? I'm not sure at that price point. But so that's why I think the sweet spot for the EX30 are like the extended range in the Plus version. Plus version for the extended range at 396. Yeah, 396. Even if there's a bump on only 25 up to the twin version, also in the Plus. But I think that's the sweet spot before things are getting out of hand. Because if you flip over the 500 mark, at least for me, 520, I would personally, at least today, I would probably go for a second-hand XC40 or maybe the Polestar 2. Yeah, or maybe just a new CQX. Because one of the biggest and maybe the only advantage with the CQX are the interior. Everything feels of much higher quality. And you also have a driver display, head-up display, and a horizontal screen. And you also have an armrest in the rear. Yeah, you have some benefits with the CQX. I'm not sure if Volvo, even if Volvo can sell on its loyal customer base and its wide appeal from the Volvo, it's safe, it's reliable, you know where to go when you're servicing it. They have a history that the CQ doesn't have, so they can sell on the branding. But 521, if you want the full, I don't know. What do you think? CQX, Volvo EX30, or Volvo EX30 and a second-hand XC40? I'm not sure, but I think either way, the sweet spot are probably extended version, extended range Plus version at 396 here in Norway. I think that's the Goldilocks in the EX30. But I think it's time to wrap up this video. So that is it for this presentation, and also a little walk around with pricing and also the different spec options you can go for with the EX30. Next video will probably be a detailed interior tour. I got a lot of things to say and that is the most controversial part of the EX30. But I hope you enjoy this exterior tour here from beautiful Hamar. I'm not sure what these buildings are in the background. Or maybe it says Hamar Brewery. Maybe they produce some drinks, soft drinks or alcoholic. I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. This looked like a chocolate factory, but probably not. There's probably no chocolate factory because it says, I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but on the top of this tower or pipe, maybe just for I can't think of the English word, but it says Nestle, and Nestle are a chocolate brand. Maybe this is a chocolate factory. Maybe Willy Wonka will appear. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll definitely see you in the next one. So take care and bye bye.